Okay, so I got this pretty awesome smoker slash grill for Father's Day, and I just want it for a smoker. I've read nothing but great reviews on it, but it's all about it being a grill. And then I notice, because I just want to use it for a smoker, that it has all these large gaps where you can see light through there. And I wanted to be better able to control the heat and the smokestacks on top. So I did some research online, found a few neat little tricks, and I decided to incorporate it. And I'm already about halfway into this before I thought about filming it. So the first thing I did was I added a thermometer at each end of the grill so that I can determine whether the temperature is even across the board. Obviously it came with the one that's on it, and I put them close to the grill surface because that's where I want the heat to be, not up there. It's up there, the meat's not getting cooked. But that's good because it has a rack inside. You can see the inside. So what I wanted to do was, number one, make a baffle so that the heat would go across the bottom of the grill instead of straight out of the firebox and up to the chimney. So I bought a cookie sheet, and then I cut it and fit it in there so that now as the air comes out of the firebox, it's deflected down, and then it has to come across. Now the next thing I wanted to do was fill up those cracks. So, because strip aluminum is pretty expensive, what I did was I bought 2 yardsticks, aluminum yardsticks, like $2 a piece. Same piece of metal, same gauge, everything. If you bought it off the sheet metal rack, probably cost you about 12 bucks. How funny is that? And the first thing I did was I wanted to get the sides. So I cut one of them into strips, measured, made a line where I'm going to put my sheet metal screws, and it'll go along the side here. So the top will still close and seal it up. Same thing with the other side, obviously. Pretty simple fix. And then the other yardstick, the big one, the long one, will go along the back. In the back there. I don't care if some smoke escapes, but we just don't want it all to escape. So you have to capture it. It's going to be a smoker, and it's got to have smoke. So for today, these are the modifications I'm going to make. And my next modification would be, because the air comes in, comes across, it's going to want to go straight up to this exhaust up here. So you have an angled heat. So you're going to have, still going to have a hot part and a cold part, which is okay if that's what you want. So my next modification, which is not going to be today, is to take this smokestack off, and I'm going to move it down here to the bottom so that the airflow is even across the bottom underneath all my meat as it smokes, which will keep the entire chamber at an even temperature. Anyway, now that we're this far, told you about what I'm going to do. Next thing I'm going to do is install my yardsticks to seal this dude up. Alright, so now install the yardsticks. One there, one on the back. Another one over there. pretty much made this airtight. Did a little bending on that one. Still need to grind down the front so the grill closes right. So the next thing I'm going to do is in the firebox. Take some measurements and see how it goes. Then I'll decide what I'm going to do next. I was talking about the expanded steel. I'm going to cut this up.
That seems like
make a box out of it.
Sure would like run off.
Stitch it together with safety wire pliers. So the last thing I did was make this grate for charcoals. Stitch it together on the corners. It's out of expanded steel, about $12, and it was 12 by 24. So now what I'll do is I'm going to put it in the firebox, smoke box. And I would have put a bottom on it, except there's already grate in there. So now I'm going to put charcoal in the bottom. The bottom with probably 2 layers of charcoal. I'll start the rest of the chimney. I'm going to put it on there, let it get going. I'll throw some hickory chunks on top. And it's even. Hopefully the baffle works. And we'll see how it goes. It's there. Both ends. And I made a firebox, which I stitched together. So anyway, now we got it around back. Now I have the smokestack secured with 2 sheet metal screws. And I'm going to crank up some charcoal and let's see what happens.
With the big red radio,
here it is.
Welcome to
the modifications I did.
New best friend. We have unicorns.
I'm not here for stuffed animals.
But
Rock.
this is Creative Pal. Let me take
There's no smoke leaking out of this grill from, well, not enough, but it matters. Other than where it's supposed to.
Just checking my email.
Access in cool places Matt will actually want to go.
Anyway,
Fresh is the first. Well, my dip is so hearty it can last from a day game to a
I'm
night game.
pretty proud of my achievements here today.
Fine. You advance the science of drinking great tasting beer, and I advance the art of enjoying it.
Kind of rocks, you know. There are some things that make you feel good in life, and that's completing a good job.